First off, I want to give all praises and glory to the Most High Yahawah in the name of His only begotten Son YAHAWASHI in the name of the Holy Spirit. In Hebrew, it's called Halal Yahawah Bahashem YAHAWASHI Bahashem Rahach Kodash. Double honors into the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth. Salutations to all the brothers out there that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity and peace, blessings and healings unto the elect and multitude, because that's why we do these videos. And today, man, I'm going to talk about Kyrie again. I talked about him last week, but it says Nets suspend Kyrie Irving indefinitely after movie post. So, they wanted him to apologize publicly. You know what I'm saying? They wanted him to apologize publicly, and he really didn't. You know what I'm saying? So they suspended him. You know what I'm saying? And I want to play something real quick. Because it's prevalent to this conversation. You know, Kanye West posted it, but everybody was posting this. It says this is what's happening, and this is Charleston White. You know, Charleston White, he's not in the truth, man, but everybody can see what's going on. You know, if this, even by them putting a light on Kyrie, is going to wake up a lot of our people. That's what we want, man. We want the elect and the multitude to be sealed. So, even if it comes this way, it comes this way. It's all through the power of YAHAWASHI.
Billionaire who we watch come up out of Chicago. Not only that, the only who I've ever seen advocate for Larry Hoover to be free.
That's true.
The only entertainer I ever seen advocate for Larry Hoover to be free. Lil Durk ain't done it. So here go Ye. He stand up. We all saying, yeah, he right. But boy, when they grab that baddest, that's always been a tactic. You take the baddest, bring him out in front of all the slaves, and you tie him up and you whoop him, 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 and you keep whooping him in front of all these slaves. This y'all baddest one, y'all richest one. He gonna stand up to us, and we all sit there and watch. Don't nobody join in. No celebrity, no entertainer. Jay-Z punk ass turned on him.
So basically he's saying what the slave master used to do back in the day. He used to get the biggest and baddest slave, and he used to bring him out in front of the congregation, and they used to torture him and beat him in front of all the slaves, so nobody else would think to get bold. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want our people to be bold as a lion. Because that's what YAHAWASHI told us to do in this truth. He said, be bold, man. Be a man. Why fear man? Why fear the wicked when I control the wicked? You know what I'm saying? This is Acts 28 and 31, preaching the kingdom of God and teaching those things which are concerned the Lord YAHAWASHI HaMashiach with all confidence, no man forbidding him. Okay, Ephesians 2 and 12, in whom we have boldness and access with confidence by the faith of him. So we're supposed to be bold as a lion. Proverbs 28 and 1, the wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion. See, they don't want our people to be bold. You know what I'm saying? That's why they're taking Kanye and doing what they're doing to him, getting Kyrie, suspending him for taking a picture with his phone and posting it on Twitter. That's how damaging saying that the Negroes are the real Israelites. Because once you go down that rabbit hole, you ask questions. One, why are they in the land if you are the Israelites? Okay? Because they're the Edomites. And then what do? They call anti-Semitic. Why do they say anti-Semitic? Because, you know what I'm saying, they are Semitic people. But then it comes to who they really are, the Edomites. Their lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, to Edom. Our lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, to Jacob. And Edom said that he would slay his brother Jacob, through the generations, man. And that's what he's doing today. And now we're bringing that to the light. And even the wicked, not knowing they're doing this, but they're bringing it to the light as well. Trying to demonize, trying to bring the biggest slave out there to scare all of us. That's not working, man. That's not going to work anymore. You know what I'm saying? Let me get this. Back in the day, in slavery and all that, and before that, 1600s, 1700s, we took our beating, man, because the Lord did that to us. But this punishment is over. Okay, so all that scaring us ain't working. This is Isaiah 30 and 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, you Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. So, the prophets back in the day, when YAHAWASHI left, the prophets were getting killed, getting beat. The 12 died horrible deaths, and then you go on to, after that, Rome fell, and then the so-called white man fell in Rome, you had the Byzantine Empire, and then you go on to them getting their power back in the 1600s, the Renaissance, taking the slaves, bringing them over here to America, which was the Israelites, by the way. They brought from West Africa. They brought the tribe of Judah, Levi, and Benjamin. They brought them over here to America, man. You know what I'm saying? The real Israelites. And then, who was already over here in America? The lost 9 tribes, Gad in the northern kingdom. So they tried to exterminate them, 300 million. They tried to kill them, but it really didn't work. But that was a punishment to our people. See, we couldn't be bold then because the Lord would let you kill us, but this time it ain't gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? As it says, shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eye shall see thy teachers. By you pushing our people into a corner, it's going to make our people more bold in this truth because we know we the Israelites. You try to set up Martin Luther King, try to get our people into Christianity, which it worked, you know what I'm saying? But now that witchcraft is wearing off. You try to use Malcolm X to get our people into being Muslim, which is an Ishmaelite religion, which are Shemitic people also. You know what I'm saying? But now that's wearing off. And now, Yahweh Shemashah sent the Spirit down here and said, no, you're the Israelites. Okay? See, all this is work by design. Everything has its time and its moment. You know what I'm saying? I want to get this Lamentations 4 because it goes into what's happening right now. This is Lamentations 4, and I want to get something real quick. This is 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that cannot save us. See, you got these sellouts like Shaq, Charles Barkley, Richard Jefferson. I saw ESPN, they was all getting on Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? And, these people are watching, they're trying to get saved by the so-called white man. They're trying to let the white man pull them up. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to play this video. When that happens, the white man says, I gave you all this money. You better speak against this. You know what I'm saying? They're sellouts. So let me play that real quick.
Comfortable. Brothers can't afford to get too comfortable, because that's when you become the pawn. That's when they use you as. Anytime white people want to smooth some shit over, they go get that rich nigga and put you on TV.
Some people are conscious, some people are not. I can tell he's not conscious. He doesn't really care what's going on. But us, I know that the game that we used to love and we promote, it brings people together. And it hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here to talk about stuff that divides the game. Now we got to answer for what this idiot has done.
To represent the people, You have you asking your questions like...
And to keep it real, Shaq and Charles Barkley, they do not represent us, man. They just some rich niggas that threw a ball in a hoop. Fuck these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna listen to these motherfuckers.
Damon, now that you made this $13 million, and we're not counting. Now that you made all this money, let me ask you this. Let me just throw this out at you. You respond any way you want. Is there racism in America?
Chuck. I think he should have been suspended. I think Adam should have suspended him. First of all, Adam's Jewish. You can't take my $40 million and insult my religion.
You be sitting there thinking about that paycheck talking about.
I can't believe that we ain't talking about that. We're talking about this idiot.
No, sir. If in there is, I ain't seen none.
Hey, that's funny as hell, man. But that's true, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's been people like this throughout the scriptures. These sellout niggas, man. First Maccabees, this is what our people was doing back in the day. Everybody always comes back in their lot. You know what I'm saying? If you was a prophet back in the day, you come back as a prophet. If you was a sellout, you came back as a sellout, man. So this is let me just explain this. This is First Maccabees. This is talking about Alexander the Great up here. Okay, this is talking about Greece. Okay, basically. Okay, now the same thing that they're doing today, they was doing back in the day. They was trying to make our people sell out and not profess themselves to be Israelites. They didn't like it, so they tried to put a religion on our people. You know what I'm saying? You going to worship Jupiter, you know what I'm saying, basically. But it says in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from thee, we had much sorrow. So our people have much sorrow. We're in a low state in America, so you got people of our people that go out and sell out to these people, right? You know what I'm saying? And who's the main sellouts? Like this guy, Shaquille O'Neal. You see what team Shaq plays for. That's why he attacked Kyrie, point blank period. And then you go up here, you know, a brother posted this. Look at this. Got you niggas dressing up as women and shit, you know, for money. This shit is sick. Shaq is a paid coon in drag, and then Charles Barkley. Come on, man. Just like Charles says, come on, man. Come on, man. Look at you, man. So why wouldn't you think they would say something when the devil goes and tells them, "Hey, yeah." So these people seek the ruler's favor. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They don't want to ruffle. They want to keep the status quo. This is Proverbs 29:6. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from YAHAWASHI. See, all you sellouts is going to die in the end, man. You know what I'm saying? But y'all seeking the ruler's favor. You know what I'm saying? That's what Shaq, that's what these people on ESPN is doing. You know what I'm saying? The only reason they put you on these platforms, because when niggas fuck up, they let y'all talk about it and they just sit back. Because they know you, and they just look at you. Like, I was watching Get Up, you know, that Greeny, that dude, man, he just be watching y'all niggas, man. Like, I can't believe this shit. But going back to Lamentations 4, it says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, because they're the Edomites that dwellest in the land of Uz, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. See, the Lord is the one that put us in captivity by the way of you Jewishes. Okay? Point blank period. I got a thing right here on my Twitter. I posted this. It was from the elder from Chicago. I'll just get it right here. You know, literally thousands of receipts. You know, Jews sell blacks. So the Lord lets you carry us away into captivity. You know what I'm saying? He will visit thy own iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins, because you people are the Edomites, right? Okay? So I want to get this too, because it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? This is Baruch chapter 4. This is why we went into slavery. You were sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because you moved God to wrath. You were delivered unto your enemies. So that's why we went into slavery, because we moved God to wrath. We broke the first covenant, you know. But our punishment is being accomplished. Okay, just like in Egypt, 400 years, boom, then we left. Same thing is happening today. You know what I'm saying? Babylon the Great is the new Egypt. Now I want to get this, because you just got to read it for people. This is Jeremiah 23 and 3. I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries whither I had driven them. So he scattered us. Okay, transatlantic slave trade, and will bring them again to their foes, and they shall be fruitful and increase in the kingdom. And I will set up shepherds over them that shall feed them. Okay, the prophets, YAHAWASHI, sent the Spirit down here to help us. And they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed. We're going to be bold as a lion now. We're going to stand up, man, even unto death. Strive for the truth unto death. Ecclesiastes 4:28, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee. So be bold as a lion. We ain't scared no more. It says, neither shalt thou be lacking, saith Yahweh Shemashah. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shemashah, that I will rise up unto David a righteous branch. This is who y'all call Jesus. He came out of the line of David. You know what I'm saying? His lineage goes all the way back to all the fathers. You can go back and read who Yahushua comes from. He got his whole lineage in the scriptures. And a king shall reign over and prosper. Yahushua. It shall execute judgment and justice on the earth. In his days Judah shall be safe, and Israel shall dwell safely. This is the name whereby he shall be called, the Lord our righteousness. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, YAHAWASHI liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Everybody knows that story. But YAHAWASHI liveth, which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, North America, basically. Y'all people in trouble, man. It says, and from all countries whither I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. So the new pharaohs of today are the Jewish people, man. The Edomites, the Amalekites, and these so-called white people, man. These are the new pharaohs. This is the new Egypt. You know what I'm saying? That's why it says in Revelations, 11 and 8, and their dead bodies shall be lie in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified, because they X'd out the Lord in America, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a powerful thing that's going on right now. And also, I want to get this too while I'm here. This is in one of their dictionaries. You know what I'm saying? In one of their dictionaries. That's why Kyrie said, when he was supposed to apologize, that, y'all try to trick us, saying by putting stuff in a book, but now we read it. And he said that boldly, man. And then he said, I'm not anti-Semitic. I can be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from. And that's true, man. That's a true statement. But this is in one of their dictionaries. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood, he became a progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Because where do Negroes go back to? What did Kyrie get in trouble for? That posting a link to Hebrews to Negroes. But the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites, okay? This is in their own dictionary, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. This is in their own dictionary. Okay, so they know we're Israelites. They don't want us to proclaim that. Okay, just like in the Maccabees, I'm gonna keep reading in the Maccabees. Okay, so this is what Antiochus did. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to this whole kingdom that all should be one people. Ain't that what he trying to do now? One love, one people, spread love, blah blah blah, and everyone should leave his laws. So don't profess yourself to be an Israelite. Do what I'm doing. So all the heathen agreed according to the covenant of the king. And he's talking about, the so-called white people agreed to this new religion they're setting up, this new world order religion they was trying to do back in the day. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion. Many Israelites consented unto his religion. Many Israelites consented unto his religion. This Baphomet drag queen weirdo shit. Many Israelites consented unto his religion. Many Israelites consented. Sellouts. That's why the Maccabees had to kill these motherfuckers. It says, and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they want you people to do. They don't want you to say that you're an Israelite. Okay, because at the end of the day, that brings in a lot of stuff that he doesn't want to hear. And it was against the law to call yourself an Israelite in Greece. Why? Because these are Edomites. This is 2 Maccabees 6:6. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days or ancient fasts or profess himself to be a Jew. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing they're doing now, they did back then. But back then we knew we was Israelites and we was still turning to their religion. But now we're in a place where they took our heritage. So we had to come to the realization we was Israelites this time. You know what I'm saying? And now that has put a wave behind us of boldness, man. Yeah, how about some shall put that spirit of boldness on our people? So, it is what it is. Now, there's one thing I want to play before I leave. I want to play what this man said. This is in the Jewish Encyclopedia. So, I'm going to play this and then I'm going to get out of here. This is basically all I wanted to get.
I thought I'd go and have a look at Jewish literature to see what they say about their origins. And here we see 3 quotes. And the first is in the 1925 Jewish Encyclopedia, which says that Esau, Edom, is modern Jewry. And of course this is contrary to what most people believe today, which is that the Jews are God's chosen people because they are the Israelites. But here the Jewish literature is saying that they are actually from the tribe of Edom, not the tribe of Israel. In the Jewish Almanac in 1980 it says, strictly speaking, it is incorrect to call an ancient Israelite a Jew or to call a contemporary Jew an Israelite or Hebrew. And that's because, truthfully speaking, they're not the Hebrews or Israelites, they are really the Edomites. And also we see here in the Encyclopedia Judaica that Edomite Jews began to call themselves Hebrews and Israelites in 1860.
Double honors unto the elders and apostles of GMS who taught me this truth, and call Allah YAHAWASHI.